Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read-through. I think I usually call these whatever live reaction for Elf-san Yaserarenai, or Elf-san Can't on a Diet, I think is the English translation. But Elf-san Yaserarenai Chapter 19, it seems like this one, the translation came out a little bit later than usual. I've been waiting for it for a bit now. Because I'm always excited every month for Elf-san, more than just about any other series, just because, God, I love this series so much. And I think the last one was titled, I thought it was something Dream. I forget what it was. It was something Dream Part 1, though, I thought, and now we're not having Part 2. The next one is titled Muscle Armor. Whatever. So I'm excited for this because not only are muscle girls nice, but we're learning about the aunt Bachan waifu, who adds more variety, and that's one of my favorite things about the series. I was thinking about this as I was setting up everything to record. I say it all the time. It's one of my favorite things about the series that like Synecdoche has just done such a good job of like making each character very, very identifiable from one another. Like every single bit of them, their arms, it sounds weird and chauvinistic to say, oh, their boobs and butts are all of them are different shapes and sizes for each character, but they all look really unique from one another. Their arms, their legs, so it's not just like the face and overall silhouette. But I'd be willing to, it'd actually be a fun quiz if somebody ever did that, but I'd be willing to bet that if you showed me the arm of each character from Elf-san Yaserarenai, or the legs from each character, or any body part really, I could probably tell all of the characters apart just from one body part, because Synecdoche has done such a good job at making all of them completely unique from one another. Just in these slight ways, without having to go crazy and have these really weird character designs or anything. So I think that's really cool, and I like to have more variety, just having, I guess, different, like, in a more extreme way, because I know that most of you watching this are definitely Team Chub, because you are reading this and watching this, so you obviously have to like that a certain amount, but Team Muscle is also good too. Both are great, and they're basically any other team is great. But yeah, or you can have best of both worlds. Oga got the chub and the muscle, thick and strong. So very, very good waifu there. But I'm excited to see more of Erufuda's aunt, so let's go ahead and get into this one. I was actually kind of hoping for like a completely different, I don't know what species or race, I don't know which would be more proper, but another elf is cool. So let's start from the beginning here. She's your aunt, says Naue. Yeah, I remember when I told you about the person who taught me how to fight? And she's still eating ice cream. That was, and her shirt says potato soldiers. Auntie, what are you doing here? Yeah, hold on, it did skip a page. I talked about this in one of my other videos, that sometimes I feel like the reader skips a page. Okay, my auntie. I got some on my cheek. And she has the cute Usa-chan shirt. I remember that from last time too. News update, the 3rd volume comes out July 25th. Appointment 19, Muscle Armor Part 1. Why do we keep getting Part 1? I love the translator. I don't know if it's the translator's doing it literally, and that's actually literally what Synecdoche uses for her surprise sounds, or if it's just a surprise sound translation that the translator keeps using, but the Amava is so cute every time. Erufuda-san, what's wrong? Auntie, what are you doing here? And then she sighs. And then disappears. She disappeared, says Naue. No, behind us. And she's coming from behind. I wonder if Erufuda stands any chance fighting against her since she taught her. Even though Erufuda, as we've seen, isn't actually the best fighter, because she fails kind of a lot. I haven't seen you in ages, and you greet me with an arrow? Thank you for the warm welcome, and she pinches her cheeks. I'm sorry. I'm here on your mother's behalf. Eh? She asked me to search for the silly girl who never showed up to any important family functions and never sent any letters back home. I mean, really, you showed very little concern for your own family. And now that I've finally found you, you've grown so rotund and flabby. That hurts, Auntie. So, yeah, that kind of works for all the characters, really. They've just sort of left their families and are here in the human world. You didn't go home because you can't go home anymore. Aren't you being a bit too rough? Says Naue. A little slack in your discipline is unavoidable, but there's far too much slack in your belly. You've been spoiled rotten your whole life. That's why I came here to set you straight. Human-kun. Yes? I will also need to stay at your place for a little while. Huh? I like Aunt Elf. I like it. Because like I said in last month's reaction, scars, yes, please. And mature, and scars. And muscular. And somewhat thick, I guess. I don't know. We haven't really seen that much of her yet. Only thing, though, I've said a lot before, I'm not into pointy ears. Meh. I can get over it, though, for Erufuda. Okay, so we see the Usa-chan shirt in the wash. About Auntie. Yeah. When she makes a decision... Sorry, I just saw the censorship and it always makes me laugh. When she makes a decision, you can never talk her out of it. Sorry. Oh my god, the censorship. Really, it's no problem. Your auntie, did she come here to bring you back to your world? And the worst part is, I don't know if I can make that into a render to use for a thumbnail or not, because that's a little bit too explicit, I guess. Did she come here to bring you back to your world? Yeah, I tried to plan out my diet so that I would have been able to return home by now, but I think I gave up hope of going back ever since I lost the ability to cross back through that gate. Is that so? Thinks Naue, and I think we're having a flashback now. And now we just have her laying around Potato Star magazine. So cute. Oh no, so we skipped forward actually to the next day, because she's getting pinched by her aunt. Ah! Wake up. How long are you gonna sleep, you couch potato? Kawaii Kuma, cute bear. Oh my god. Her shirts are so good. My stomach. Why my stomach? Hurry up and get dressed. We need to prepare first the Usa-chan and now Kawaii Kuma. Hurry up and get dressed. We need to prepare. Prepare for what? What's that? And she puts on a helmet. It's been a long time, so let's do some sword practice. I know you can handle a bow, but your swordsmanship needs work. Eh? Sounds to me like insubordination. Yeah, not at all. Human-kun is still sleeping, so don't go making a racket. Let's go. Yes. And she just stomps out. And Erufuda is trying to tiptoe behind her. I said quiet. Why are you prancing around like a buffoon? She grabs her by the face again. And then Naue's making a sandwich, of course. The worst, like, health and weight loss professional. Naue is just terrible at his job. Where have they all... I mean, it probably doesn't help that none of the people he's trying to help are really doing much to help themselves, but at the same time, he's really failing at his job a lot. Where have they been all morning? Probably going for a walk. This is really good. Looks like I'll just have to put theirs in the fridge. Then he hears him entering. Nice timing. Oh, good morning. I made sandwiches, so let's... Ah, who are you? It's me, Human-kun. You scared me. I love the way she's so polite, too. You scared me half to death. Huh? Where's Erufuda-san? Ah, she should be right behind me. See? And she's all, battered. Erufuda-san? Are you okay? What happened? Did someone hurt you? Don't worry about it, Human-kun. It's just family skinship, that's all. I'm fine. Look at you. Forget it. Just tell me. What's for breakfast today? Ah, seems like she's holding up all right. She looks fine to me. Hey, stop that. I spent all morning making sandwiches, so dig in, please. That will not be necessary. I grabbed breakfast while I was out. You mean this morning? And she starts eating ice cream again. And of course now, she is going to, get out of shape because of all the ice cream she's eating for every meal. Well, here's yours, Erufuda-san. Does it have any potato in it? No. I was in the mood for hash browns this morning. Please don't be so selfish. Can't I have just a little tiny French fry? I got worked to the bone this morning, so don't I deserve a treat? Fine, but only a tiny portion, okay? Yeah, he's the worst weight loss professional. And I love, again, the aunt just eating ice cream in the back. She might be one of my new favorite characters, up there with Oga. I guess we can see that I'm shifting, though I am both Team Chub and Team Stronk, I am, like, shifting a little to Stronk in some ways. But yeah, she's one of my favorites already. And of course, Erufuda and Oga are also favorites of mine. Trying to think of who else. There's somebody else I usually put up at the top. Probably Raika and Kuroeda. I like both of them so much. Honeda we've only seen once and I love. The characters are just so good. Basically, I have really fond thoughts of every character except for the one, Hobie. Hobie's kind of boring. We only saw her once, and she wasn't that endearing in the one time we saw her. But either way, she sees the sandwich and then cuts it. Ani, what are you... Actually, I think I'll have some after she takes the big piece. I thought she was gonna... Okay, she takes the big piece instead of the small one. Actually, I think I'll have some after all. Now sit down and eat. And of course, since she's eating a lot more, she's gonna be the one to gain weight. And now we have fun size panel. Is this all I get? She glares at her. Bon appetit! Should I make another sandwich for her? No, that's enough. I see, she thinks. So that kid is the source of her issues. I don't feel like eating anymore, she says, tearing up. I'll get you some leftovers. Yes, and some milk. Okay. It seems like it's not just the comfort of this world luring her astray. Looks like I have no choice but to do something about it. And again, this one, it wasn't short, but it seemed that, I guess just because it's so fun to read, Elf Sonnet always feels short. But yeah, either way, that was really, really good. I love this series so much. So yeah, I guess that's it for this. I'll keep it kind of short. I discussed a lot at the beginning, but I'll go ahead and try to keep this here at the end kind of short so I can go ahead and get the video up as soon as possible. I swear my hair's sticking straight out away from my head. I have the same problem as Naui right now. But yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything else I wanted to talk about. I talked about it mostly before or during. But yeah, I think one of my new favorite characters is Erufuda's aunt. I kind of hope we have an actual name for her eventually, because I really like the character. Strong and a good aunt. So yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my first thoughts and reaction and all that. We can talk more in the comments, we can talk more in the Haku Q&A if there are comments to discuss here in the Haku Q&A. And then, I guess I'll see you with the next one next month, so subscribe for more Yaserarenai. Then follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I'll give you a link to that and we can always talk there. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching and I'll see you all next time.